The brand new monthly Warzone mobile update launched yesterday, and so today I'm going to give you guys a deep dive on the update, tell you everything you need to know and how this impacts the game globally launching. Now, this right here is the 2.7 patch notes. Last season was the 2.6, we're on 2.7, so we've moved up a number, but I would argue this update is pretty small. It's not a jam-packed update like we got last time. It's still pretty big for the grand scheme of things, so I'll just read through everything that's new and then we'll go from there. So for new content, we got a new weapon, the MX Garden. This is basically just what Warzone 2, like Warzone PC and console got, that we're getting to mobile. We get new field upgrades, inflatable decoy, a loadout drop. This is really big though. Battle Royale private match. Invite up to 120 players to compete in a private match. That's insane. I think that's the largest private match ever in a video game. Call of Duty Mobile can host like 15-man lobbies. I guess Battle Royale can host pretty big ones. Fortnite I know can do up to 100 players. I'm not sure what PUBG can do, but that is insane. 120 players. I wonder if any content creators out there or tournaments are going to be running on Warzone now that you can have 120 players in one lobby. The Warzone Mobile OG bundles are out, and I will show you guys what they mean because I feel like this is a pretty big feature that's been flying under the radar. And then there are some new shared bundles, but that's it for new content. Just a few things. And then for general updates, very similar. We have 3 things, and 2 of them are being improved UI, which basically just means they updated the graphics of how some things look. We have support for 3GB RAM iOS devices. So I know this is a big thing, which is device compatibility. I should have another video dropping pretty soon for the Android compatibility. There's been a lot of reports that Warzone has been putting in a lot of effort to get the lower end Android devices working more properly. But for bug fixes, there's kind of a lot of bug fixes, which is good by no means, and I don't think I'm gonna read too in depth. I'll you know, browse slowly through these. If you guys want to take a look, pause. But a lot of these are pretty niche. You know, fix an issue where target acquisition outline appeared on an enemy when they were inside of a cloud of tear gas. Like, it's good quality of life bug fixes, and I'm thankful Warzone is dropping these and definitely giving some in-depth explanations as to what they're doing. Because one thing that I know I was really mad about when Fortnite stopped doing their patch notes is big things like this, bugs and known issues. We just didn't know what was going on. So I love the communication as always. I think Warzone does a fantastic job of letting the player base know what they need to know, and then these are some things that they know are issues and they're working on. But that's it for new things. We got 3 general updates. We got 120 players in private matches, and then everything else is Warzone 2 and PC. It's not mobile exclusive. So I would say a pretty small update for the grand scheme of things, which is kind of unfortunate. Now, if you guys are wondering, then this is the thing that I tested when I first got into the game. Settings, no, there is no graphics tab, which, listen, I'm gonna be honest, I've been saying this from the beginning. By no means am I a developer. I don't know how to develop a game for crap. And if anyone from Warzone is watching, you guys have done a fantastic job so far. In virtually the last year, from when I've been playing the game in London to now, it has seen so many updates and so many improvements. But I am getting worried. We are now around 3 months out from the supposed potential launch of the game between October and November, when the game is expected to drop, when the new Call of Duties drop, and I feel like missing the graphics tab, as well as, I don't know if you guys can tell, we are still on 30 FPS. The in-game gameplay is stuck at 30 FPS. But before I show you guys that, I did want to highlight one really amazing thing that they're already doing. Now, this is something they mentioned in the last update, was the introduction of the Warzone Mobile OG. Now, it basically explains here, oh, well, maybe it doesn't explain here, but Warzone Mobile OG, the WZM OG tab, which is actually the first tab now in the store, these are bundles you can only buy and use on mobile, which I think is really awesome. I was going through some of these. The Starry Fight one is fantastic. Like, I love this, and I will say it is kind of funny. You just have to wait a second for like the textures to load in, and then you can see what the HD version of the skin looks like. Like, it's a little bit blocky, but I think that looks fantastic. And this is a mobile exclusive skin, so they have artists and they have designers who are exclusively working on making mobile skins, which is really awesome. It gives a reason for people on PC and console to hop on the game, test it out, and play. And once again, really awesome looking skins. And I do love that at least for now, they don't have any sort of lucky draw systems. So super excited. I haven't really seen anyone mention or talk about this. And I know it's skins and people, a lot of free-to-play players don't really care about skins, but for the longevity of the game, I think it's awesome they're giving mobile exclusive content even now when the game isn't global. But all that being said, let's go and hop into some actual gameplay. And the current modes is quads battle royale, quads clash, and trios. So no solos, no duos. Not sure why that is, but on the far right hand side, there is solos, duos, and trios for battle royale. There are no multiplayer private matches at the moment from what I can see. And then right here, join with a code. Can I actually just start one? Oh yeah, creating lobby. Private match lobby expires in 30 minutes. Match must start before the lobby expires. That's really cool. And then where's the code? Lobby code. We see it, 8J. Okay, short code. Sometimes games have like 15 characters, super long. So that's really easy if you're streaming. You can just pop it up. And what I do want to say is thank you, Warzone, for not putting this behind a paywall, for not making it exclusive to only Battle Pass holders, just having an awesome feature in a game. Can I leave the lobby? Oh, disband lobby. There we go. For having a really awesome feature, not be restricted for people who are paying on the game. So huge. I mean, a lot of mobile games, virtually most mobile games that I can remember in the last little while have paid private lobby access, which just never really made sense to me. But finally, free private matches for everyone you can host, mess around with. I did notice though, it did have a minimum requirement of 25 players in the match to start. So unlike Fortnite where you can have like 2 players in a match and start whenever, it looks like at least for now, probably because of server bandwidth and just not wanting to launch a million private matches and ruin their servers, they're making it so you have to have at least 25 people in the game, a bigger lobby for it to make sense for them to give you the resources to host a private lobby. Anyways, we're hopping into a quick hardpoint map to show you. Dude, I would absolutely love to make content right now on the game, but 30 FPS. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. For me, the input delay, I haven't felt this bad of input delay in ages on my tablet. And I know you guys are saying, Ducky, I play on a 30 FPS device. This is what I have to deal with. I know. I'm very fortunate to have a tablet, especially a new tablet that can run games at a high FPS. I'm very aware. I'm very fortunate. However, because I have a tablet like this, experiencing games in 30 FPS, I am just so not used to it. I'm not used to it. My muscle memory is off. The input delay is a lot higher than I'm used to. And honestly, I just don't think I can make any good content on 30 FPS because you kind of have to relearn how to play the game. I'm used to 120. Playing at 30 is a fourth of what I'm used to. So my frame and my reactions, it's all bad right now. So if I could host a private, whoa, what is that kill cam glitch? Okay. So I think they noted they're keeping this at 30 FPS for all devices for testing purposes. But I was really hoping that was only going to be for one of the updates. Get a little double kill right there. Oh, we just got beasted. Because yeah, it's for people who can get more than 30 FPS, which I would say is most devices out there nowadays, at least 60 FPS. It's just not a fun experience. It's not a very enjoyable experience. So for testing purposes, I get it. But for actual enjoyment and content purposes, this is definitely not something that I'm going to be grinding this next month. Now, I believe they did also introduce kind of like a mid-season update 2 weeks ago. So maybe we'll only have this for another week or so, or maybe 2 weeks if they decide to do something similar. I would really love to see a graphics tab, so that way we can start experimenting with higher FPS and what this game is going to feel like when we do get 90 and eventually, hopefully, 120 FPS. But yeah, 30 FPS, it's not fun. But as always, I just want to keep you guys informed with the progress of Warzone Mobile. It is definitely okay. The kill cams are bugged. New glitch alerts. Kill cams are busted. But as always, I just want to keep you guys informed with the progress and the development of the game. This is by far the most highly anticipated mobile game coming out in the next 6 months. So hopefully a lot of people who can't wait to get their hands on the game. But as you can see, there are still a few issues that need to be resolved before this game thinks about going global. So still biding our times, patiently waiting for this game to actually sweep the globe and take over mobile once again. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, a like would be greatly appreciated. But it's been a boy, DuckyTheGamer. Catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.